So Scoot has released yet another awesome update, ram-packed with amazing new features, like a new massive map, new camera angles, new customization options, and so much more. And in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down what you can expect from this update. But before I do, I wouldn't be doing my job properly if I didn't ask you to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. Anyway, let's get on with it. If I was to sit here and list every single thing that the game's been updated with, then I would be here for a long time. But luckily, when the game gets updated, it will be on the Steam page and in the Discord as well. But just because I'm nice like that, I will put them on the screen right now so you can see what they are. Pause if you want to see them, but I'm going to be going over the most important ones to me and the ones I'm most excited for. The new map named Jumbo Jump Island is amazing and has so many sick features to ride that I can promise you will not get sick of, and you'll constantly find new lines and ways to link tricks together. I personally love the bowls. Being able to air them and do fly out tricks to manual and drop back in is always fun. New maps also mean new challenges and the addition of high score objectives. Make sure to set a high score and post them on your socials and tag Scoot in them to see who can get the highest score. You can access their socials by selecting the follow us section on the main menu. People have been asking for this since the game's released, but now we finally have the ability to switch stances. You can do this by accessing it through the player customization section, and we have regular and goofy. This will allow players to ride more accurately when trying to recreate more realistic lines. I personally ride regular, but my friend Steven rides goofy, so it's nice to have that contrast in types of riding. Next up, camera angles. We have two new ones. We have a low angle similar to what you'd find in Skate 3 and Scooter Flow, but we also now have a first person mode, which is really cool. Nothing better than seeing your sick lines and tricks from a first person perspective. Also, when you fail tricks, it just makes it that much more personal. Anyway, I love this. It's one of those things that in an action sport game is pretty much a must have nowadays. One of the coolest new additional features is a score system. This essentially means that all the tricks you do and the lines, you can rack up points like you do in Skate, and then we can start comparing them and seeing who can get the highest score streak. Now, this isn't something you probably thought I'd bring up, but I find this extremely helpful, and that is the tutorial has been updated. If you're new to the game, I highly recommend you take the time to watch the tutorial and learn from it, because you can skip it, but I do recommend doing the whole tutorial so you can learn all these features. I've seen people who play this game and are unaware how to switch grinds mid-grind and how to even air properly, so definitely take the time to do the tutorial. In my previous Scoot's breakdown video, I mentioned about how the flips feel very unrealistic and that they are way too rapid, and that has been fixed. They're a lot less fast and they don't look stupidly unrealistic, which allows for smoother looking combos, and I quote, slightly altered flip controls. They are now local to your rotation when you begin flipping. I have a soft spot for nice looking flares, so this is a massive win in my book. There have also been some trick changes as well. Bar spins and tail whips increase in speed the longer you hold the triggers, meaning double whips and double bars are easily doable flat, as well as getting like mad combos over boxes as well. I managed to get like 10 tail whips in a 360 early, and it was like, what the fuck? New animations for kickless and nothing front scoots have also been added, which is nice to see, as there was always room for improvement on already sick looking tricks. You can now do a tuck up when you do a bunny hop as well. By holding the triggers and pushing up, it does a tuck up. I loved having this trick in Pipe as it provided some extra style points when doing big gaps. So similar to Pipe, double tire rides are actually called precision rides in Scooter. Precision riding is now a thing where you can hold both triggers and hop onto a rail. You'll be able to ride across the rail and do tricks off or even onto them. This is such a sick add. So those power slides we used to be able to do, we can actually still do them, but better. When you do a power slide for longer, it actually gradually slows down instead of coming to a complete halt, and it just looks so much better. One of the sickest things that's actually been added to this game is something you can actually do off your scooter, and this has more likely been inspired by the new Skate game, and that is ledge climbing. You can jump up at a ledge and then it pulls you up, which is sick for getting to higher obstacles. Another feature now is when the player walks down a steep incline, they'll actually start sliding, kind of like you would in Fortnite, but if the decline is too long, then the player will just ragdoll to their death, which looks hilarious. As I mentioned before, not only is there more detailed scooter customization, but player customization as well, with you being able to change the colour of small things that can really give you the freedom to make the character feel more unique, along with character skin tones which have also been added. We love diversity, and I think this is amazing. I understand changing character models can be a pain, but I would love to see a female character added next. There are a ton of professional female scooter riders out there, and the recognition could really be used here. There are also some cool UI changes as well. UI changes are always beneficial things to have, and this one makes selecting between replay editor, camera angles, spawn points and customization much easier. I can't wait to see what else gets added to the wheels. One of the biggest features that have been updated as well is the transition physics. They have been massively improved, and this is apparent when doing big air tricks and transfers. I love this because, as I mentioned before, it starts to really feel realistic, and I find it much more entertaining when you can be more realistic in a game than not. All these newly added features are amazing, and I really can't wait for you guys to play this update. Please do remember this game is still in early access and will have bugs, but the developer will appreciate any feedback that you can provide and that you may come across so that he can strive to make the game much better. You can report these bugs by posting them in the Discord. If you want to play this game but don't have the funds, ironically, even though it's my birthday, I'm going to be the one giving away. I'll be giving away a Steam code of this game, and all you need to do is subscribe and leave a comment, and in the next few days I will pick a winner. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you so much to Matt for granting me early access to this update so I could make this video. Leave a like on the video if you haven't already, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.